Alright, so in this video, we are going to learn how we can access AWS resources through AWS CLI, that is command line interface. And in the previous one, we learned how we can create user, how we can assign roles, how we can add them to a specific group, right? So today we are going to learn how we can access AWS resources through command line interfaces, right? So the first thing first that we need to go to is we need to go to IAM again, and then we need to go to users. So for the demonstration purpose for this specific video, I am using terraform hyphen user. You may use some another user, or you can even create a new one. All right, so considering that you have already created the user, you may click on the specified user, and then we need to go on to security credentials. So this is the place from where we assign the multi-factor authentication to our earlier user, that was Jenkins hyphen user, right? Now the next thing would be we need to scroll down, and here we need to search for the option access keys. Right now you can see there are no keys present, hence it is showing us as 0, right? Now what we need to do is we need to click on create access key to generate the access keys. And since we are going to use it through CLI, we are going to click on command line interface, and then you need to click on this checkbox, that is I understand the above recommendation and would like to proceed and access key, right? So then click on next. Here you can write an additional description for the tag value. That is optional if you want. However, you can skip it, and then you can click on create access key. Here you can see the access key and secret key is generated. You need to copy both the access key and secret key and save it somewhere else in the notepad or in touch, right? This was the first thing of the video. Now the second thing would be how would you access the AWS through console. So for that you need to set up an environment. So since I am on Mac, I will be following the steps for the same. However, you can follow the same step for Windows and Linux. It is one and the same. All right. So for that you need to go to the browser and search AWS CLI download for Mac. Since I am using Mac, if you are on Windows, you need to search for Windows. Then there would be the first link where you need to click on. Here you will get the pkg file, the package file, and for Windows you will get the exe file. So here all the different distros present. You can click on Windows if you're a Windows user. You can click on Mac if you're a Mac user. If you can click on Linux if you're a Linux user, right? However, scroll down. Here you will get the link to download the package file, or else you can even download it to command line, but it's preferable to download directly to the pkg file. So you just click on this link and it will download the file. So as you can see, it has started downloading. Once the download is completed, you need to open the terminal, and then you need to check whether it is actually installed or not. How do we verify it? So in order to verify that, you need to go back to terminal, and there you need to type AWS hyphen version. So this justifies that we have downloaded AWS CLI into our system, right? Now coming to the next step. So as you are already aware that we have the access key and secret key present, but how would the terminal know which cloud to connect, which account to connect? So this is the key of the lock, which will help us to connect from command line to our AWS account. So for that, we need to do some configuration. And how we do that, we just need to type AWS configure and click on enter. Here, the first thing which he is asking is the access key ID. So copy this access key and paste it here. Press enter. The second thing it is prompting us to enter is the secret key. All right. So copy it and paste again. Third thing, it is asking us for the default region. So you can even, this is an optional one. Even you can, if you don't enter it anything over here, it won't do any harm to us, right? However, if you want to enter any default region, you can enter one. And how will you get that default region? You can even click here and you can get the region list. So you can even write US East 1, US East 2, US West 1, or US West 2. However, I do not want to enter, so we are going to skip it. So press enter. Default output format, we can skip it for now, and we are good. Right now, the next thing is how would we know whether the specified user which we have configured can access the services through AWS CLI. So for that, we can run multiple commands that AWS provide, right? And how would you get? You can just search on web what are the AWS CLI commands. However, there is one command that we are going to demonstrate today that would be AWS IAM list hyphen user. And when, all right, so basically it's users with S, not user, right? So once you press enter, it will give you the list of all the users present in your AWS account. All right. So that was all for this video. See you in the next one. Thank you.